Welcome to Slovakia, a progressive European country. This growing heart of Europe has been a member of the Eurozone since 2009. Impressive countryside, great location, well-developed infrastructure, and a rich potential of ideas. Good idea, Slovakia. Slovakia has the most open economy in the EU. It is the CEE leader in bringing new technology to the host country. Its multilingual abilities, safe environment, educated workforce, and one of the best credit ratings in all of CEE make this country a great opportunity, an opportunity to expand, and an opportunity to grow. Good idea, Slovakia.
The medical technology sector employs over 40,000 people, the majority of which are based in our regions. And in many cases, they're based in small towns around Ireland as well. So they make a major contribution, both in terms of jobs and being the employers of choice in many locations around the country, but also the local contribution to the communities in which they're based. One of the key reasons that companies have been so successful in regional locations around the country is the fact that, we've over 300 medical technology companies here in Ireland, and it's a very close-knit community. It's not just major OEMs and manufacturing products here, but it's also local sub-suppliers and Irish SMEs. And it's the way those companies collaborate and partner with each other to everything from supply of materials, engineering services, and other products and services that really helps the medical technology sector to thrive here.
If you look at Stryker in Ireland, it has really grown and flourished over the last 22 years since we opened our first facility in 1998. And our facilities in Ireland, of which there are 5 manufacturing facilities and 1 global innovation centre, are somewhat a microcosm of Stryker. Stryker is a really diversified company for medical devices. We have a very wide portfolio. And if you look at what we have here in our Ireland facilities, we make things from knee implant or knee prosthesis to hip implants or prosthesis, depending on the country you are.
Well, Ireland has a great reputation in terms of its regulatory regime here, and I think for medical technologies companies, it's such a highly regulated environment. They want to know that they're going to a destination that has an exemplary track record in this space. So the Health Products Regulatory Authority here is responsible for the regulation and the implementation of the various EU directives around medical devices. And it takes a very pragmatic approach to doing that. So it works not just with the industry as a whole, but with individual companies around helping them when they get set up to ensure that they've all of their systems in place to be compliant.
We do partner with IDA. They are another vital component of that ecosystem and that partnership. And really, IDA have done a tremendous job in helping create that ecosystem, that word I keep using. And they focus a lot on creating the right environment for companies like Stryker to flourish, and also are very interested and cognizant of what are the things we need or what are the supports to continue to be successful. They're very proactive in that regard.
So the Irish workforce has a great reputation for flexibility and adaptability. We continually score within the top 1 or 2 countries in the world for how we adapt as a nation and how our workforce adapts and responds to change within industry.
We're part of a very powerful ecosystem in Ireland at the moment. And if you look at the industry as a whole, there are 9 of the top 10 medical devices located in Ireland, or 17 of the top 20. So that is an environment where we have a lot of companies in clusters across Ireland. So really, we have a rich pool of talent to really work with.
As the breadth and depth of the medical technologies portfolio shows, Ireland has the talent pool, the ecosystem, the business and regulatory environment, and the government supports to ensure the companies not just have a successful start here, but that they build long-term operations that add value for their businesses.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am more than happy to welcome all of you at the launch of the Slovak Island Health Pitch organized by the Embassy of the Slovak Republic in Dublin, Slovak Honorary Consul in Galway, and the Slovak Investment and Trade Development Agency. I am delighted to see so many companies joining us from Slovakia and Ireland. Until now, trade between Slovakia and Ireland has been almost entirely represented by multinational corporations. However, we are witnessing a dynamic change of narrative regarding the very foundation of our economies, as they pivot from traditional industries to innovative medical solutions. Therefore, it is the ambition of the health pitch to project small and medium enterprises on a pan-European stage that will advance their chances of finding new markets to network, connect, and succeed in the future. I am delighted to welcome State Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs of the Slovak Republic, Ingrid Brodsková, State Minister of the Health Department of Ireland, Anne Rabite, and Director General of the Slovak Investment and Trade Development Agency, Robert Chimončič. State Secretary, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. It is actually the second pitch day in a row, so let me welcoming you on the traditional Slovak Ireland health pitch. As you know, we are in the middle of dynamic change regarding the very foundations of our economies, from traditional industries to innovative ecosystems. Slovakia has been among the fastest growing EU economies in recent years. However, we need to maximize our innovation potential and translate ideas into practical steps. I firmly believe that innovation is not just a key driver of competitiveness, but also critical to solve the pressing global challenges like pandemics. It has to be the private and public sector working together on one common goal: to unlock the innovation potential through collaboration. We at the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs take this job seriously. Economic diplomacy acts as an accelerator for the Slovak companies with export potential. Thus, all the participants of today's event were carefully chosen and will surely introduce you the most valuable content focused on their unique solutions. Slovakia and Ireland have many things in common. Desire for the invention and the hard work are definitely part of them. So let's use this opportunity and boost the Slovak-Irish economic cooperation in a very topical sector of today. Let me say thank you to our embassy in Dublin and our honorary consul in Galway, Mrs. Lauren Higgins, for organizing today's event. I really appreciate the support and the presence of the Minister of State, Mrs. Mary Butler. Although business travel is still quite demanding at this moment, let's hope that the return to normalcy will resume soon and you will be able to follow up on your expansion plans in person. I wish you constructive meetings and good luck.
Good morning, everyone. Firstly, I want to thank you for inviting me to be part of the inaugural Slovak Ireland Health Pitch event this morning, particularly the Ambassador and State Secretary, whom we just heard from. It's fantastic to be able to say that Ireland has developed a rich landscape of life sciences consisting of highly innovative indigenous companies, large, well-established FDI multinationals, a continual developing world-class research base, and a strong industry-focused clinical community. In this context, Ireland's event is a timely one, as well as highlighting potential new market opportunities. Today's pitch event brings to the forefront of the in-depth knowledge and expertise across key sectors of medtech, pharma, biopharma, and technology in both Slovak and Irish companies. The life sciences industry in Ireland employs over 78,000 people in activities ranging from manufacturing, R&D, supply chain, and a variety of EMEA and global services. The sector accounts for 83.7 billion in exports from Ireland. In the last 10 years, there has been a significant ramp up in biologics manufacturing in Ireland, adding to our traditional manufacturing base in small molecule manufacturing. Over 10 billion in new investment has been committed in the last decade for new biotech manufacturing facilities in both drug substance and drug product. Ireland has an extremely regulatory compliance record, strong government support for R&D, and zero defect biopharma manufacturing excellence, all factors which have contributed to this recent wave of investment in biotech facilities. The Disruptive Technologies Innovation Fund, or the DTIF, is a €500 million fund established in 2018 as part of the National Development Plan, and its aim is to stimulate disruptive innovation and collaboration between Ireland's world-class research and base industry. To date, 72 projects have been funded, with a large proportion of those in life sciences research priority area, largely due to the healthy and innovative ecosystem in that sector in Ireland. A fourth DTIF call was launched on the 8th of November 2021. To conclude, Ireland is recognised as a major centre of excellence in the medical technology sector. The Irish cluster is on par with some of the world's leading medtech clusters, such as those in Massachusetts and Minnesota in the US. We are seeing here today demonstrates the importance of cross-European partnership, allowing us all to gain further insight into the ongoing developments both here in Ireland and Slovakia. I would like to wish everyone the best of luck, and I look forward to the continued cooperation across borders in the development and support of emerging technologies. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Slovak Investment and Trade Development Agency, SARIO, it is my great pleasure and an honor to be a part of this event. I'm very pleased that after a half a year, there is another event of Irish and Slovak companies to have an opportunity to present their skills, products, and achievements. SARIO in the last 20 years has brought billions of US dollars worth of high-quality investments to Slovakia, created tens of thousands of jobs, helped hundreds of Slovak companies to realize their full potential abroad. Because of this, we are very glad that we can participate in this event. An event like this is a great opportunity for all participants to present their new ideas and solutions. Pharmaceutical and healthcare sector in general has got a strong tradition in Slovakia. The first manufacturers in this sector started their production in the early 50s of the 20th century. Actually, we have now almost 200 companies operating in this field, and the total exports from this field from Slovakia is close to €500 million. Actually, the sector employs very qualified and skilled workforce. Nevertheless, the volume of international trade in this area is kind of low in terms of Slovakia and Ireland, and we hope that this event will support that and support more of an international cooperation. I'm very pleased to hear that a lot of interesting companies from both countries are presenting today. While the first event was focused on startups and innovative IT companies, this time we'll see the companies from the healthcare sector. A number of our Slovak companies in this field are very successful abroad, as they are offering very competitive products and services. During COVID-19, they went through a speedy innovation and improvement of their products, and services became even more attractive for foreign markets. During today's speech, you will see 12 very innovative Slovak companies with their portfolio of pharmaceutical products and devices. They also offer unique software solutions, and in addition, new innovative diagnostic methods will be also presented. I hope that our event will be inspiring, opens new perspectives, and potentially brings a lot of new opportunities for future international cooperation and business. I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to the Slovak Embassy in Dublin, Honorary Consulate of the Slovak Republic in Galway, to our Sario team and all our partners, all of which contributed to this great event. Finally, I would like to say good luck to all participants in this healthcare pitch, and I hope that all of the companies involved will find something new, either new business relationship, learn something new, how to operate in future. Thank you very much and good luck again.
The first presenter is Mrs. Miriam Škulinkova from the Slovak company MB. MB created a simple and intuitive outpatient software for general practitioners, pediatricians, and specialists. Available anytime and anywhere, the company developed it together with doctors and nurses. It depends on their opinion. MB is supposed to help them and assist in processing the daily agenda.
Hi, hello. Thank you very much for your time. My name is Miriam Škulinkova. I'm from Slovakia. We would like to present very briefly our system. We call it our baby because basically cooperation with our doctors and with our nurses, we've created the system. Our doctors and the nurses showed us and taught us and told us what is necessary for their daily work. So in last 3 years, we just created this product. Sorry, I was just reading the message. Right. So hold on. If you look at our system is web-based. If you go back to the main page, you see all the patients you have. You can see all the patients that the doctor has planned for today, 51 patients. If you click on your selected patient, you see the health record of your patient. You see necessary information. In this hotel, it seems like the connection is very slow, very slow. It's unstable. Give me 1 second. There we go. So I'll just go back and I click on the patient card. So on the left hand corner, you see my name as a patient name, my data, my contact numbers, my address. Then you can actually check any allergies or any necessary information you want to keep on your patient. Instead of sticky notes, you can make your own sticky notes in your system. Also, you can see the most important procedures or whatever you've executed on your patient. You can see it on your left-hand side. Then what we've created is that we have this one little electronic health record, like a file with all information related to your patient, including the prescriptions, including the health record, etc. Information into other information insurance companies recording those specific executed services that the doctor executed on the patient. We have prepared loads of templates with loads of information that, so doctor doesn't have to rewrite every single medical record or prescription one by one, but they can use the templates. The moment we click on save and close, the record is directly sent to the National Health System, also to the so integrated to the contact your employer, you have to contact social securities, so it's also directed through another little button. Also we do loads of little scorings for our patients in terms of for example colon cancer or stratification of stroke, if the patient is at risk to get any serious health problems in future. For example, we click on age, it's directly crossed, sex of the patient, and then you just select if the patient has hypertension, if the patient has diabetes mellitus, etc. Then you create check, and your scoring system is done. Look, I'll just show you very quickly. Done and save. So the moment we have that, we can actually move to the next step, saying, okay, this patient needs another further checkup. We need to, because of that stratification, we need to contact further specialists. We have the same opportunity not only for stratification of risk of strokes, but also, as I said, colon cancer, diabetes mellitus, and other health issues. We have started to teach our doctors to do the repetitive prescription, so we can save some money in terms of time and money in terms of writing prescriptions to patients. So our nurses don't have to rewrite prescriptions every month. They do it once and then they keep it like repetitive for 9 months. So we save also their time and the energy to heal people rather than do loads of paperwork. I'm not sure if I've done my 3 minutes. I don't want to be longer than necessary. Are we okay, or shall I finish? Have I used my time? Sorry, I just don't really know. If I have used all my time, I would.
The second presenter is Mrs. Natalia Černíková from Slovak company Medirex. Medirex Group Laboratories examines thousands of blood samples daily so that the staff can devote as much time as possible to more demanding professional activity. The company uses state-of-the-art diagnostic technology such as multitop in microbiology to identify microorganisms.
Hello, my name is Natalia Černíková. Okay, perfect. If you can just hear me, that's perfect. My name is Natalia Černíková. I'm representing the company from Slovakia. The company is called Medirex. Medirex is the leader in laboratory diagnostics with almost 40% of market share, which is the largest market share here across the Slovakia. We are providing comprehensive laboratory diagnostics, meaning all the departments under one roof, like pathology, like toxicology, biochemistry, genetics, and all these departments under one roof. We have 3 central laboratories in Bratislava, Nitra, Košice, and also around 30 more like polyclinical laboratories, small ones. We have been active, let's say, for 20 years in this kind of in this field, and we are also active in R&D department, research and development. We are implementing our NIPT testing called trisomy test, which is the unique test also here in Slovakia, but also across the world. It's a non-invasive prenatal screening test, which we can determine the sex of fetus, then Down syndrome, Patso syndrome, and also Edwards syndrome, and the other syndromes like whole genome by whole genome sequencing. This unique test is called a trisomy test, and is very unique also here and also across the world. We are looking for a new partners and partnerships also abroad, who can just be our partners, let's say, depending in this kind of field, like meaning R&D in this trisomy test, or the others laboratory diagnostics field. In these very crucial days and also in this crucial situation, we are implementing also PCR testing across Slovakia, let's say building a hub by doing this PCR testing, where our daily limit is around 8,000 PCR samples. So I think that's enough for us to represent, and enough for our timing, 3 minutes. We are looking forward to hearing from you, or to sharing with you all the information about our laboratory system, our laboratory diagnostics. So we are here to discuss further cooperation.
Mr. Michal Badík from Slovak company One Pharma. One Pharma was founded in order to provide the products of highest quality. The focus of production is oriented primarily on products that are of natural origin. The main goal is to take care of your health, supported for all ages, from the youngest to the elderly.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for the words. So I'm starting with a beautiful image of Killary Fjord, Ireland. Fjord is a result of repetition, repetitive mixing of sea and fresh water, moving in and out until it carves the hole through the rock. And this is happening day by day, year by year, millennia by millennia, until it carves this hole through the rock. And this is how we are thought to run the business. Do the processes, do it again and again and again. And the hard work, consistently repeated over the time, can build you a big, big fjord. But today I came to talk about the bike race in Italy. Now, this is the snapshot from the very famous video, and you can see the actual footage of a guy losing his bike race. He knows that repeating the thing over and over the time isn't the best method. So if he tries to use aerodynamics a little bit differently, he can figure out how to get ahead of all other bike racers. And this is it. And this idea that innovation, creativity, and focusing on efficiency may pay off led me and my partners to start our business, One Pharma. So we have a strong background in pharma industry, where we worked for the biggest brands, and we learned the good, the bad. We learned what works, and at the same time what doesn't. So from the very beginning, we wanted to be absolutely different. We want to bring unique solutions to existing medical issues rather than just a mix of ingredients or just another copy of existing products. So we built One Pharma on the values, principles, mostly efficiency, transparency with fair play, and science-based approach. And of course, satisfied consumers are the highest priority. So we have been on the road for 18 months. So we are a fresh company, but we already hit 3 significant milestones. And you see our production, our own products. Because of time, I will not go into details, but I would like to mention the first product and most important for us, which is Covirin, because this is the response to current epidemiology situation worldwide. This is a premium, high-quality immune booster against SARS-CoV-2 and other viruses, consists of 15 active pharmaceutical ingredients. This is about the journey, not the direction, not the destination, but the direction for us is absolutely clear. So next year, we are planning in our pipeline next 6 own products. There is one common thing behind all our products, and this is the marriage of Eastern philosophy and Western science. As I mentioned that one of our values is science-based approach, this is a proof of concept because One Pharma, as a certified company for research and development by Ministry of Education, we are not working and operating alone. We are partnering with the Biomin, which is a Slovak pharma producer and a faculty of biotechnology and food science. So I didn't show you the end of the race. So you saw the principle of the innovation creativity. So this guy really got ahead of all racers. He is on the first place. Everything is great until somebody is copying you. And you know what you are going to do now. You have to start over again. So thank you for the listening. And we know how partnership is important for us. And this is the reason that I hope here are the people with the same values and view on the business. And we will be glad if you will contact us and we can build our own success story in Ireland. Thank you very much.
The fourth presenter is Mr. Michael Malone from the Irish company CMC Hygia. The main mission of the company is to develop and deliver unique, hygienic, and safe products, which make a significant contribution to infection control and prevention throughout the global healthcare system.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Malone. I'm CEO and founder of a company called CMC Hygia Limited, based in Waterford City here in the southeast of Ireland. Our aim here was to research, design, and develop unique hygiene products and wound management products. So here's the first presentation: is our Patagard Atlas. It's a bespoke silver ion impregnated basin to mitigate the risk of cross-contamination between patients and the products. It works in conjunction with a single-use disposable liner. When the patient is washed, you simply dispose of the liner and the patient or the water never comes in contact with the patient. It is impregnated with silver ion technology to mitigate the risk of harmful microbes which could lead to HAIs. It comes in conjunction with also a wheel-based trolley to mitigate the risk of human factor engineering. Our second product was designed for cleaning and aiding leg ulcers. We call it the Luca, leg ulcer cleaning aid. So to date, there is no product on the market specifically designed to aid and treat leg ulcers, which is, as our populations are getting older, we need more and more care. So you simply pour the water into the vessel, into the liner inside the vessel, put the patient's leg, immerse the wound, and this is going to enhance the value of cleaning and aiding the leg ulcer. There's a number of parts to the Luca. There's a Luca sleeve. You probably see it on our website. The Luca sleeve, you simply pull the sleeve up on the patient's leg. You can create a clinical setting in any primary or person's home or house. This also is to mitigate the risk of cross-contamination from the products to the patient. Please look at our website on www.cmchygea.com and we will send you any information you need. Thank you for your time this morning.
The fifth presenter is Mr. Peter Novák from the Slovak company Novo. The company Novo is focused on the development and constructions of technological innovations and devices that help in various spheres of society. It deals with progressive systems for disinfection of skin, air, rooms, and materials, while the technologies meet the demanding requirements of the international standard.
Okay. Once again, this is Peter Novak speaking for Novo Technology Company, and we are a Slovak technology company in charge of building new medical and cosmetic devices. This device is freshly developed and it's patented technology. So we were presenting it last week at Medica in Düsseldorf, and we find out that actually it's still the first of this type in medical and beauty industry. What is it? Finally, you are using this applicator called plasma directly to the skin, and it applies the gaseous cosmetic to the skin. So generally, we have a new type of cosmetic based on the gas. What's the advantage of this device or using the gas in cosmetic industry is that it has very high efficiency, and it's very good. It has very good penetration rate, and it acts very rapidly in comparison to the present state technologies. Here's the effect of the plasma. You can see effect in a few minutes. It's very painless, and it has a lasting effect. This is just a few examples of the studies we have already made. So this is we use it in beauty industry. It's used for smoothing wrinkles and aging skin and other application in beauty industry. It helps with the regeneration and stimulating the skin cells, and those, of course, as well, treatment acne, herpes simplex, and so on. There are more applications. Okay, So this is about our patented technology. It's called plasma skin applicator, and we are now looking for distributors in whole Europe. As I said, it's patent protected, so I will be happy to discuss if you have any question afterwards. Thanks.
The sixth presenter is Mr. Mitchell O'Gorman from Irish company Xwave. Xwave Technologies was founded in 2020 by a leading group of radiologists who wanted to create intelligent solutions for the problems they were facing in their day-to-day work. Xwave Technologies use brilliant technology and data analytics to ensure that patients worldwide receive the best tests first.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mitchell O'Gorman, and I am the CEO of Xwave Technologies. Xwave Technologies is on a mission to save lives by ensuring that patients get the best test first. Our leadership team is comprised of a mixture of commercial, technical, and medical expertise. Our clinical director and clinical governance director, Professors Ronan Killeen and Professor Eric Heffernan, are two of Ireland's leading consultant radiologists. Two of our key partners include the world's largest radiological society, the European Society of Radiology, which has over 120,000 members, and the HSE Digital Transformation Team, which is accelerating the adoption of our smart radiology referral platform, XRefer, across the Irish health system. The key problem that we are looking to solve is that up to 50% of advanced imaging is unnecessary for the patient, according to the Federal Drug Administration. This results in poor patient outcomes, misdiagnosis, delayed diagnosis, and costs health systems huge sums of money. In the US alone, it's estimated that between 7 to 12 billion US dollars is spent every year on unnecessary imaging. Our solution is Europe's first smart radiology referral platform, XRefer. XRefer uses market-leading data developed in partnership with the European Society of Radiology to give a referring clinician, whether they're a GP or a hospital-based doctor, the best recommendation for the most appropriate radiology scan for their patient, based on that patient's age, the patient's gender, and the patient's clinical indications. Some of the key features of XRefer is that, number one, it's fast. It's a cloud-based system. It's very fast to get set up, and it's very fast to use, create, and send a radiology referral. Furthermore, we have full interoperability with all systems, including the electronic patient record and RIS-PACS systems. So we've developed a FHIR and HL7 integration engine that seamlessly integrates. This then enables the referral to be sent digitally directly to the hospital, but it also allows the radiology team to have a digital chat directly with the referring team. It also sends the radiology report and image back to the referrer once the scan has been performed. Furthermore, we enable full patient tracking by the referrer of their patient, so they know where their patient is at every stage of their journey. We deliver the full closed loop in the radiology workflow. Here's some case study data from 3 hospitals that we've connected in Ireland. A smaller specialist hospital linking into a large university hospital and to a private hospital. In terms of efficiency savings, we've reduced the average referral transit time, including radiologist review, from 7.5 working days to just 14 minutes, meaning that patients are getting scheduled for their scans a week in advance. In terms of appropriateness, after consulting the X-Refer clinical decision support system, 8% of referrers changed the referral, with only 2% of referrals then being considered inappropriate. We're looking at a global market. Our ambitions are global. This is a global problem. So we would love to chat to hospitals and health administrators in the Slovak Republic to ensure that we continue to save lives by ensuring that patients get the best test first. Thank you.
The seventh presenter is Mrs. Patricia Kamas from Slovak company Galvex. The company Galvex is focused on the technological equipment of renowned world manufacturers. Galvex has the authorization of the Ministry of Health of Slovak Republic for the production.
Hello, can you hear me? My name is Patricia. I'm representing the Slovak pharmaceutical company Galvex, and I would like to briefly introduce you what we do and how we could potentially collaborate. The company Galvex is a family-owned company established in 1992, so at the beginning of the next year, we will celebrate the 30th anniversary. During our existence, Galvex has built the stable position on the Slovak market, but what is also important to mention, we became the reliable contract manufacturing partner for many Slovak, but also many international companies. And now I would like to show you what we offer as the contract manufacturing partner. Although we are a small company with only 50 employees, we are licensed to produce human and veterinary drugs, medical devices, nutrition supplements, cosmetics, and preparations for further processing in pharmacies. And all these in 5 different dosage forms like tablets, suppositories, topical preparations like ointments, creams, pastes, gels, solutions and drops, and powders. Whole production is realized in clean room class T on the technological equipment of the well-known producers. The next step after the production is packaging into the primary packages like cans, blisters, bottles, and tubes, and then into the secondary packages. And we can also do labeling, bundling, or for example, for prescription drugs, we are able to realize serialization according to recent requirements. So we can prepare your product from the beginning until the end, from the raw material until the final packed product, or you can bring your bulk product and we will pack it into the secondary packages, or we will process it according to your requirements. The quality control of raw materials, intermediate products, or final products is realized also in our own well-equipped chemical and microbiological laboratories. So what characterizes Galvex? Its quality, its experience, also tradition, reliability, and surely individual approach. So do not hesitate to contact us, because every new partnership moves us forward, and that's our everyday's motivation. Everyday's motivation to improve ourselves, and that's our power. Thank you very much.
The eighth presenter is Mr. David Crimmins from the Irish company WebDoctor. WebDoctor offers comprehensive personalized health checks at affordable prices. All results are reviewed by an online consultation with one of the doctors, and results are available to employees via their patient record.
Hi, can you hear me? Apologies for the... Sorry, I keep getting messages from I think I'll start again. So WebDoctor was founded in 2014 with a very simple view at the time. A GP in Dublin was paper-based and had a couple of friends who were involved in IT and asked him to come in and help him to try and bring his surgery into the 21st century. And from those kind of humble beginnings, WebDoctor was born. And we have a very simple sort of manifesto as to why we get out of bed every day. And what we want to do is to inspire all of the planet, basically, to expect more from healthcare. And we think this is a goal that is lofty, is ambitious, but actually is something that empowers all of us. So whether it's a patient or a clinician or a receptionist or administrator or a hospital worker, etc. So how do we do it, and what do we do? We allow clinicians to operate at the top of their license. And what we mean by that, and I think Mitchell maybe touched on this in the X-Way presentation, is that doctors and clinicians spend a long time in medical school or interning, etc. And once they start working, they actually stop using a lot of that knowledge, and they spend a lot of their time doing housekeeping, admin, and work that can be done either by somebody else, or in our case, with the help of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So what we provide is a modular software platform that optimizes clinical communication. And in the couple of minutes that we have here, I don't have time to go through each of that. But basically, what that allows the customer to do is to pick and choose the elements of our platform that most represent their needs in terms of how they deal with their patients. So who do we work with? We work with a couple of industries across the globe. We work with obviously healthcare. So you can see there the HSE, which is Ireland's national health provider. We also work with medtech. So one of the companies we work there is a respiratory device company called ResMed. But we also actually work with insurance companies. Another one there is AIG. And they might seem quite disparate, but what's common to all of those companies is that at the end of the pathway, there's always a patient. Even in insurance, if you think about travel insurance, someone could be out of their home country, get sick and need to seek medical advice. And we work with the insurers to make sure that their patients get the medical advice that they need. Our credo is very simple. We have a couple of principles that we stick to no matter what. So first and foremost, we are patient-centric. We codify all the data, and that is crucial because by codifying the data, we allow the machine learning or the artificial intelligence to complement and support the clinician. We do not believe in replacing the clinician, but we, as I said earlier on, allow the clinician to operate at the top of their license. We're digitally first, but we're not digitally only. So we do operate and integrate with hardware, such as CPAP devices, spirometers, and other pieces of hardware. We're also interoperable. So like one of the previous presenters, we also work with FHIR. We can work with legacy systems from insurance companies, from healthcares. And as we all probably know in healthcare, it's one of those industries that has a lot of legacy systems, as we all in Ireland found out a couple of months ago when the HSE got hacked. We are clinically led. So we're a software company, but at the heart of our company are clinicians, the founder, and we have 50 doctors and nurses in our company. So it's not software for the sake of software, it's software to improve the clinician's ability to treat their patients, which improves patient outcome. And critical is data security. We are constantly penetration tested by a number of our global customers, along with our own data security to make sure that the data that is provided to us is safe. Our platform is, as I said, modular, and I won't go through all of it, but probably what we are best known for in Ireland anyway is telehealth. So in telehealth, we provide 4K video and audio. The audio is very important because it's 4K. It allows for doctors to pick up on wheezes and coughs, etc. That's not possible over the telephone line. We have a warning system so that when the doctor is speaking to the patient, our AI is giving them real-time alerts as to things that may have come out of a questionnaire that the patient would have done prior to doing the teleconference. Finally, just to give you some sort of sense of the scale of the company, we do about 225,000 GP appointments since we launched, but given COVID and the acceleration of telehealth, probably 50% of those have happened in the last 12 months. We will shortly breach 100 staff, 7 years of trading, as I said. We've had over 3 million bookings on our clinics. We've over 600,000 downloads on the two various app stores. And we also provide an e-commerce platform to our customers. And this year alone, over $30 million has gone through that.
The next presenter is Mr. Jan Spivak from the Slovak company DB Biotech. DB Biotech is focused on the design and production of high-quality rabbit clonal antibodies developed by a novel and in vitro cloning technology which has been developed and perfected by a scientific team over a period of 20 years.
Hello, my name is Jan Spivak. I'm a sales and product manager at DB Biotech. First of all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to go through what DB Biotech does and what are our main activities. Let me therefore start with the presentation itself. So DB Biotech is a biotechnology company located in Košice, which is second largest city in Slovakia. We are a local company, privately owned. We were established in 2006, and we introduced our first product a year later in 2007. Our main activities are design, production, and supplying of rabbit clonal antibodies used in clinical diagnostics and research. As for the clinical diagnostics, we are mainly focused on early cancer diagnostics, so our end users are hospitals and diagnostic centers. As for the research, there are many ways how the antibodies can be used. For example, those can be used in cancer studies, metabolism studies, studies of neurodegenerative diseases, and many others. We produce our antibodies with our unique proprietary technology, which has been developed and perfected by our DB Biotech scientific team. On top of the antibodies that we have in our portfolio, we are able to design and produce the antibodies based on the specific needs of our customers, so-called special projects, where we help our clients with diagnostic of problematic targets by utilizing our know-how. We are CE-IVD certified, and we also hold ISO quality management system certificates 9001 and 13485. Speaking about the applications where our antibodies can be used, so the first and major one is immunohistochemistry, which is a popular application that analyzes the tissue samples removed during the biopsy. Also, major part of our portfolio is designed specifically for this application. Our antibodies can be used to diagnose many types of cancer, for example, prostate, breast, colon cancer, skin, lung, cervical, and others. We do not talk only about the cancer, but for example, with our antibodies, we can diagnose whether the immune system is accepting or rejecting the organ after the transplantation, for example, the kidney. As for the illustration, below we have two pictures of human tissues. The left one is breast tissue and the picture on the right is colon tissue. Both tissues show that cancer process is already ongoing. Those are the brown cells or brown parts which were marked by using our antibodies. Speaking about the other applications, those are Western blot, ELISA, immunocytochemistry, immunoprecipitation, or flow cytometry. Again, there are more ways how the antibodies can be used for. For example, we can speak about cancer studies, pancreas-related pathologies, kidney diseases, and others. As for the flow cytometry, the diagnostics is done from blood samples, and for example, this is an option how to diagnose leukemia. We supply our products to more than 30 countries worldwide. As we are a European company, major part of our revenue is generated in Europe. We are active outside of Europe as well, for example, in Asia, US, Canada, Mexico, and Africa too. We sell our antibodies via distributors and OEM partners. We provide the products to end users only on our local domestic market. Here's the short list of some of our popular antibodies and most cited antibodies. As for the citations, our antibodies are mentioned in more than 120 scientific publications. To this day, we have more than 140 antibodies available that were produced by our technology. As we are the manufacturer, the products are always available at our site, ready to be supplied worldwide within the short period of time, as we work with major shipping companies. In case of any questions, you can contact us at email address info@dbbiotech.com. We'll be happy to provide you any further information. You can also visit our website at dbbiotech.com for more details about our products. Thank you once again for your attention.
The 10th presenter is Mr. Leon Atkins from the Irish company Impact Privacy. Impact Privacy provides compliance as an outcome for privacy and data protection. The main task of the company is to help clients to better manage privacy risks. With a unique focus on businesses supporting healthcare across Europe and North America to give confidence that the privacy risks are being properly addressed.
Good morning from Dublin. My name is Leon Atkins. I'm the CEO of Impact Privacy. And when we launched Impact Privacy in 2019, just 2 years ago, we knew that you had plenty of things as healthcare startups and digital healthcare businesses and even established businesses to think about before your products or new products were invest and patient ready, including the trustworthy and compliant use of health data. Impact Privacy is a healthcare solutions business, and we have a 3-step support program for healthcare startups and digital health designed to help them deliver ensuring the technical design of your healthcare solution is privacy friendly means getting to grips with data strategies for the product from the moment of its conception. We work with healthcare companies and digital health companies to identify privacy by design strategies and technical goals, starting with a privacy risk assessment of the concept. We provide your team with privacy insights essential for delivering a product that minimizes, separates, abstracts, and hides personal data. And the whole idea of that is to give you an outcome which provides a clear product roadmap that supports ultimately the design and development phase of your product. But privacy and data protection requires more than just implementing a responsible solution designed to underpin your healthcare product. It's also about ensuring the use of health data meets established privacy principles. So we help you demonstrate your solution is built on a sustainable foundation for future growth and development and meeting your healthcare objectives, like some of those we've heard about this morning, with a framework to support privacy goals. We help you design a process framework that delivers trustworthy and compliant use of personal data. But of course, you have a business to run and you have your own vision and objectives to meet the needs of your patients and their outcomes. So we want you to focus on that. So we're about providing a solution that allows you to outsource to us the management of your privacy and data protection risks, relying on our healthcare credentials, which we've built up over our focus on healthcare over the last 2 years, supported by the multidisciplinary expertise of our team in privacy, security, technology, legal, risk, and operations, as well as our full suite of innovative solutions, including proprietary privacy management software that is unique to us and designed for the healthcare sector specifically. And we have a unique multinational presence and capabilities, specifically made to allow our clients to expand into the main jurisdictions for healthcare growth and expansion, where the big markets are. If we can help you, we'd love to be able to help you, and we'd certainly like to help you with your visions and objectives. Like us, we want to bring privacy to life. Thank you.
The 11th presenter is Mr. Dermot Dempster from Irish company Clonalon. Clonalon manufacture is focused on the clean rooms customized surgical tray sets and distributes these for use in hospitals, general practitioners, and dental surgeries. All company products bear the CE. All senior members of Clonalon staff have over 60 years clinical experiences in providing clinical solutions.
Customized procedural packs is to lower the risk of infection. Almost 20% of hospital-acquired infections are as a result of a surgical site infection. With the use of procedural packs, all the components required for the procedure are contained within the kit and have been subjected to a full sterilization validation process. Patients who contract a surgical site infection will stay on average 6.6 days longer in hospital than is otherwise the norm. This constitutes a significant burden on healthcare budgets. SSIs are grossly underreported, and the EU spends somewhere between 1.47 and 19.4 billion euros annually in treating SSIs. Many hospitals across Europe will still use surgeon preference cards that specify the components that a surgeon will require to carry out a procedure. The average procedure will require 20 to 40 different components that must be gathered prior to surgery. This takes up very precious, valuable time. Very often, a key component is not available and will result in the surgery being cancelled. With the move to the use of surgical procedural packs, the time taken to set up for a procedure is reduced by 45%. With the use of Clonalon surgical procedural packs, there is only one purchase order required per procedure. This results in greater procurement efficiency, with a 50% reduction in order frequency, an 88% reduction in inventory management time, and a 55% reduction in stock levels, while at the same time increasing inventory turns by a factor of 4. Clonalon has introduced GS1 compliant barcodes on all its products for a full product traceability. Clonalon manufacturers facilities are accredited to, are audited by our NSAI, our notified body, to ISO 13485 and 9342 EEC. Clanallen serve customers right across Europe, and under the Northern Ireland Protocol allows us to access both the EU and the UK markets. So just to conclude, Clanallen has the clinical and the business expertise to supply the Slovakian market with our product range. We have a dedicated logistical and regulatory team that will ensure a smooth introduction of our products to the market. All our products are CE marked, and we look forward to introducing Clanallen's products to the market. Thank you.
Then the 12th presenter is Mr. Petr Polák from the Slovak company Unimed Pharma. Unimed Pharma is focused on the development and production of generic ophthalmic products. The company develops, manufactures, and supplies ophthalmic drugs.
So one more time, hello everyone, my name is Peter Polák and I work as a business development manager in Unimed Pharma. And as you can see, our company is focused on bringing healthy look at the world for the patient. We were established in 1994 in Bratislava in Slovak Republic by a Slovakian pharmacist. And since then we produce only generic ophthalmological products, and we try to expand on other markets since 1999. Here you can see a short overview about our achievements during our history. We are on the market more than 27 years so far, and the main achievement was expansion, as I said, on other markets. We wait till the original product finishes with the patent, and then we manufacture our product and register it on the markets where we want to sell. You can see that we also received a prize for a high quality of our nutrition supplement for eye. We put emphasis on development and production of innovative products. And to give you an overview how big we are on the domestic market, we are a leader with market share of 24%. So this can give you quite good overview. As I said, we have in product portfolio new products, and we divide it between RX products and OTC products. They are half and half, I would say, in terms of market of the share. And we have for each therapy one medicinal eye drop product. I would emphasize mainly olopatadine, our first preservative-free medicinal product that we launched this year. And so we are almost at the same level as top-end leaders on the European market. For medical devices that are not prescribed, we have for the eye care and for the eye surgery. Again, the innovation in the market is to have preservative-free eye drops, and all that have mark new are preservative-free. So I would pinpoint mainly OcuFlash. This is a product for newborns with the extract from euphrasia. Is very popular among patients in the markets where we sell. For the dry eyes, we have also product with hyaluronate acid and calendula extract, which is also for top-end consumers on the market. Due to COVID crisis, we developed these new eye drops with which contains zinc, and it acts antiviral in the eye and as a prevention against viral infections. For the red eyes, we have potassium U, which is also preservative free. And for dry eyes, we have two possibilities with vitamin A and E sensivit or unitears with dexpanthenol promols, which is very good option for patients who have first signs of dry eyes. As I mentioned, for eye surgeries, we have also products that are used for younger surgeons. It means, ocular contrast blue, and for eye operations, it's important also to have medical devices like Hypromel, which is of high quality. From nutrition supplements, we offer two products, one with lutein for customers who work a lot with a computer, for instance, and Provence with the extract from pine bark. Those customers are usually diabetes customers, and this product helps them with the nutrition for their eyes. To give you an overview where we are present, we are mainly in European countries with our representative offices, and also on Asian markets like Uzbekistan, Georgia, or in Asia, Iraq. As I mentioned, we are export-oriented company, and you can see that 80% from our sales is export-oriented. So, to give you an overview, how is the share between medicinal products and free products? So it's around 34 to 62%. We would like to find a partner in Ireland who could and would be interested in ophthalmological products and has experience with the sales force and is looking mainly for new products for ophthalmology area. In case of your interest, we can discuss the details of possible cooperations, and feel free to contact me per email address. You can easily visit also our website. I'm looking forward to your emails. Thank you for your attention and time.
So our 13th presenter is Mr. Kieran J. McBrien from the Irish company Novareus. Novareus is a kill technology and has been developed here in Ireland by the Novareus team of scientists and engineers. It utilizes a nanostrike technology, which is an atmospheric plasma discharge, the same type of discharge found in lightning strikes, to deactivate harmful microorganisms.
Your Excellency, Secretary of State, Minister of State, and delegates. My name is Simon Bockett, Director of Business Development. Novareus is part of Welair, a leading provider of infection control solutions headquartered in Dublin, Ireland, and Stamford, USA. Our technology is used worldwide in healthcare, education, commercial, and industrial settings to ensure that airborne microorganisms are deactivated to no longer pose a threat to human health. Today, there are over 50,000 Novareus units operating in 60+ countries, including in European markets. The group operates through its core business brands Noveris, Plasma Air, and NuvaWave. For over a decade, Noveris devices have provided a medical-grade solution that addresses a global problem, namely unhealthy indoor air. Indoor air is the culprit for many virus-based illnesses, bacterial infections, asthma, allergies, and a host of other long-term health issues. Led by a dedicated team of scientists, we took a fundamentally different approach to air disinfection, which led to the transformational discovery of NanoStrike, the unique patented technology at the core of all Noveris portable air disinfection devices. This nanotechnology inactivates all airborne microorganisms on contact, providing the first line of protection against viruses and bacteria. The technology was invented in 2006 and patented in 2014. The COVID-19 pandemic has shown us how important air quality is for our health. We believe the EU should make this a priority as we emerge from the pandemic and to safe and sustainable opening. WHO guidance that a better understanding of airborne transmission is the key to breaking the chain of infection. It's been estimated that all of the COVID-19 viral particles in the world would fit inside a single Coke can. There's an increased focus on ventilation in rooms and buildings, and whilst some governments focus on natural ventilation, others look to install CO2 monitors or complicated new ventilation systems. However, these measures are applied in a somewhat ad hoc, uneven, and inconsistent manner, which fails to take account of the actual problem. We wouldn't clean ourselves with dirty water, so why aren't we looking at the air that we breathe? Noveris air purifiers are an innovative, energy-efficient, and cost-effective solution to reduce the risk of COVID-19 and other viruses spreading indoors. Diseases like COVID-19 have consequences for our healthcare systems and generate delays in accessing treatment and care. Outside of healthcare, there have been increasing calls for schools to add protections for children against COVID-19, particularly since many of them cannot be vaccinated. Air disinfection is a cost-effective way of adding a layer of protection. How to curb airborne viruses and other pathogens should be considered by European policymakers when looking at the air quality directives, Horizon Europe, and the strategic framework for health and safety at work 21 to 27. So in summary, NanoStrike technology utilizes only physical means to inactivate viruses, bacteria, and fungi. We emit only purified, treated air. Thank you very much.
The next presenter is Mr. Michal Havriš from the Slovak company Powerful Medical. Powerful Medical is a deep tech company tackling the most challenging opportunities of modern medicine and creating a superior patient experience. The company empowers doctors with expertise from millions of previous cases to give patients the most reliable diagnosis and treatment.
Hi, my name is Michael Havriš. Thank you very much for the floor. I represent Powerful Medical, and as a company, our mission is to tackle challenges of modern medicine through the application of innovative digital technologies, including AI and big data. We have a big focus on clinical research. However, the other and very equally important part of our work is the integration of these technologies into products that are ready for the real clinical world. What you see here on the slide is our first undertakings in the field of cardiovascular diseases, which are the leading cause of death worldwide. What you can see here on the slide is a 12-lead electrocardiogram, or the ECG or the EKG, from which over 60 cardiac diagnoses can be detected. However, a big issue is that 9 out of 10 ECGs are not interpreted by qualified cardiologists, leading to the underdiagnosis of cardiac patients, or on the other hand, the overloading of specialist facilities, preventing the necessary patients from accessing the right healthcare in a timely manner. So what we're doing as a technology company to tackle this problem, first of all, we've secured a proprietary database of over 10 million patient histories, 15 million labeled ECGs, and billions of additional patient parameters to train our artificial intelligence. Our AI is clinically validated by some of the leading partners in Europe and the rest of the world, including the OLV Cardiocentrum in Aalst in Belgium, Rabin Medical Center in Tel Aviv, the University of Turin, and Aetros Health from Spain. The result of our clinical efforts is our first product, which I'm happy to say is available today. What you see here is PM Cardio, the world's first fully certified AI-powered platform for ECG digitization, analysis, and treatment of cardiovascular diseases. It is a certified Class 2B medical device under the new EU MDR regulation. And how it works is a healthcare worker is able to digitize any ECG, regardless of its format. These digital signals are interpreted by our AI together with additional patient parameters that are derived from clinical practice guidelines published by the European Society of Cardiology. The processing of all these parameters together results in a complex report on every patient, including the identified diagnosis, triage class, and recommendations for next steps. In the final stage, these reports can also be seamlessly shared between physicians in each other's networks, enabling instant collaboration on a specific patient. In terms of business models, currently we have three main lines of business. Our existing clients include GP clinics, emergency service providers, hospitals, as well as insurance companies, whom we charge 5 to 15 euros, depending on the scenario, per patient scan. We are also able to deploy our technology into existing systems via API integration, for example, together with telemedicine platforms. Finally, we have several partnerships running with big pharma companies whom we support in, first of all, running clinical trials, as well as bringing, crucially, their medicines to the right patients using our proprietary software. Maybe a few numbers to close the presentation off with. We currently operate in 7 countries. Today, it's over 5,000 doctors whom we cooperate with, actually. As mentioned, we are MDR certified, and we are awaiting FDA approval in mid-2022. Our targets for 2021 are 35,000 weekly active users, a total contract value of 2 million euros, which we are well on the way of acquiring, and our research is covered by 5 patents that are pending and 5 pending scientific publications. Experience that actively contribute to both the day-to-day healthcare work and to establishing and publishing the aforementioned clinical practice guidelines, and some of the world's leading investors, for example, Roy Ramon, who previously worked at Intel Capital. In this context, we are happy to expand our partnership network with relevant institutions in Ireland, and we'll be very happy to work with you. So please get in touch. Thank you very much.
The 15th presenter is Mrs. Veronika Hudzíková from the Slovak company Face Rehab. Face Rehab created a mobile application measure for patient level of facial paralysis and perform muscle movement activity using a depth camera in a smartphone. After initial face diagnosis, the patient can practice recommended exercises or play mini games using a face movement controller in the application.
Hi there, can you hear me, everyone? Okay, great. So let me start. Hi, I'm Veronika, and let me introduce you Face Rehab, the digital therapist for patients with facial paralysis that use mobile application and front camera to track 3D face model of a patient. Facial paralysis is an ability to move with the muscles of the face on the one or both sides. It can happen to every one of us. It can be caused by infection, stroke, tumor, even by the wind. And mostly it's happening between the ages 15 and 60. Rehabilitation is a crucial part in this treatment. This patient who are taking this rehabilitation has many problems, and one of them is a home treatment. They should continue these exercises back home, but they are looking at themselves in front of the mirror, and this brings them depression or anxiety. We have no data about the home treatment process. If rehabilitation is efficiency, because we don't have any measuring device that could be available for a patient. If the patient is exercising and remembers some of the exercises, it happens that they are doing these exercises wrongly. And this means that synkinesis can occur and there is no alerts. We can see that there is missing medical supervision. And that's why we built medical mobile application. It's a therapist in the pocket of a patient. We are using this front camera and providing two modes. The first one is a diagnose mode. Based on the diagnosis, we are specifying the level of disability of the patient. And based on that, we are setting up the treatment program. We also have this exercise mode for a patient. Now can patient practice all these exercises interactively, involving these muscles. So exercise cannot be boring, but also fun. We're also having gamification, so patient can play games while controlling them with this prescribed facial exercises. Not the only application we have a web portal for a medical staff and physiotherapist, neurologist. All these data are completely new on the market. Because we didn't have the solution, the device could measure that. The data we have right now are first on the market and be used for other research of a face palsy. But also we're using it for individual prescription of exercise for each patient separately. Our team is combining the technical knowledge and medical knowledge on the board. We have a tech guys, and we also have a physiotherapist and doctors on the board. We are collaborating with two hospitals, university hospitals in Slovakia and one private hospital. And right now we are testing this solution and making first clinical trials. Our achievements are, we were in the part of InnoStar's EIT Health Awards. We won their second place. We raised some money, and also we were on an Innovation Day in Paris where we were golden winners. So our focus is to implement other solutions, other features into this application. For example, the temporomandibular disorder, to make other features on the face rehabilitation process and use this application for it. We were trying to optimize this algorithm to make it more AI and knowing the patient, and based on that specify the program for them. We're applying more gamification, more information for the patients, and we're working on a clinical trials and medical device certification, and we would like to then expand to other markets. So what do we say to our patients? That we can bring your smile back. Thank you so much.
So our next presenter is Mr. Fergal Dagnan from Irish company Paxana. The company offers a suite of products to help prolong independent living for older people, or already offers its services in Ireland and UK. Paxana uses simple wearable technology to improve care for customers while also facilitating independent living.
Very much. Just to double check, can you see my PowerPoint presentation? I hope so. Okay. Good morning, folks. Thank you very much for your time this morning, and thank you to the Slovak Embassy in Ireland for arranging this session. My name is Fergal Dagnan. I'm the CEO of Paxana, and in Paxana we use technology to improve how care is delivered in the community. Sorry, let me skip through this. Care is a human business. We've seen over the last number of years, particularly after COVID, a massive spike in the needs of providing care in the home. Outcomes are dramatically improved for people as they live in their own home. But what we need is more caregivers. There's a dramatic shortage in caregivers. So what we need, the problem that Paxana want to solve is that of enhancing how we use technology to provide better care. And with the absence of caregivers, really technology is something we can use much better, and we need to focus on how we can do that. And the background for Paxana is we set up over 3 years ago, and we brought together leaders in machine learning, edge computing, and user experience to understand what how people engage with technology and how they used it. And what we wanted to do was bring the user to the center of the conversation. And in doing so, we built a solution that is focused on the outcomes that are going to enhance the life of the client, which is at the center of it. And we do that by supporting caregiving organizations with technology to interpret data that can help and govern how care plans are delivered. We measure and understand movement activity in the home, and we do so using our wearable technology, and we share that data with families and their care providers. Our solution is a very simple cloud-based solution. We have a wearable that holds a sensor. It's a very simple and light wearable. It's our very high compliance rates with our clients, over 90% in terms of adherence to wearing the wearable 24/7, and we connect that to a gateway, and we're a Microsoft Azure partner where we model and visualize the data that we present to our clients. One of the reasons we focus on a gateway and wearable solution is to make sure that we remove the technology as far as possible away from the client, so that we have a longer battery life. That gives us a 6-month battery life by pushing the technology upstream, if you like. This is a sample of some of the data sets that we visualize for our clients. So as we have a constant stream of data, the granularity and the insights become more meaningful over time. But you can see here on the left-hand side, that's a 24-hour clock. The external circle is the location of the user. The internal circle represents their activity levels, mobility, and what we see here is sudden changes in that activity. And so that can identify a wandering event, movement in the excessive movement, or an absence of movement in the home. And equally on the right-hand side, we can see emerging trends, changes in sleep pattern, changes in blocks of sleep, or indeed absences of sleep, movement around the home at night, and so on. The reason why we have such kind of good traction in the market at the moment is its simplicity. We have a deployment of a simple wearable and a number of gateways in the home, deployed typically in under 4 minutes. The simplicity of the solution itself also allows for a 6-month battery life for the wearable. That's worn 24/7, waterproof, in and out of the home. We support multi-occupancy dwelling. Many technology solutions in the home get confused by if there's animals or other adults or children in the home. The compliance rate is really high for clients. They love the product. They feel very comfortable with it, and it's kind of a set and forget model. We have a very cost-effective model for this. In terms of, it's under $1 a day in terms of our US customers. And we're an open platform that integrates readily with others. For 2022, I want to share this roadmap with you. We currently are in a position to assess and evaluate how our clients are doing, and set a baseline for them. And then through our monitoring process, we can help manage and ensure that people are safe. But what we are moving to is a process of improvement, where we give guidance to caregivers using the insights that we've gathered, observational data, Paxana data, and self-reported data from clients who are able to engage, to build a Paxana index that allows us to guide the care and to move from survive to thrive, which is where we want to see our clients living a full and rich lives, rather than being managed, if you like. We operate in the US, the UK, and we're looking at European markets at the moment. The companies that we work with, particularly in the US, are private home care companies. a lot of franchises and independents. Some of them would be state funded, but in the UK and Ireland, for instance, we've worked with Connected Health in Belfast for a number of years, and we've done some projects for Home Instead in the UK. But we're really kicking on to a kind of a global launch in Q1 of next year. And so with that in mind, we're very interested to see what partnerships and local relationships we can build with the Slovakian embassy and partners in the field. So again, my name is Fergal Duignan. Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. Please contact me with any questions. Okay, thank you.
And the last presenter for today is Mr. Juraj Jakubík from the Slovak company Natures. Natures specializes in the development, research, and production of natural polysaccharide and fungal beta-glucan. Natures is the market leader in the Czech and Slovak Republic. Beta-glucan support to the immune system is ensured by a change in the activity of immune cells.
Everybody, hope you can hear me and see my view and my screen. My name is Juraj Jakubík. I work for company Natures, and our main business is beta-glucan and supporting the immune system. Company Natures has been on the market for 20 years. We have celebrated 20 years this year. It's a small private family-owned company. And our main product is high purity beta-glucan isolated from oyster mushroom. We concentrate on the production, research, and development of the product as an active ingredient for nutraceuticals, food supplements, cosmetics, foods, beverages, and so on. And we also produce and we help our partners to develop finished product, either as a bulk product, semi-finished products, or finished products ready for market. Beta-glucan is a natural polysaccharide with immunological properties, with only structural component glucose. It's a safe and non-toxic product. If highly purified, is very efficient. The active ingredient, the beta-glucan, we can offer in 2 grades based on the mesh size and based on the intended use of the customer. Standard grade is mainly for syrups, tablets, and capsules, and fine grade, which is very fine powder, is suitable for cosmetics, either creams, gels, and so on. Our main description or main characteristics of the product is that our beta-glucan is very pure. We achieve purity of 93%. It's safe, non-toxic. It has no side effects as far as our 20 years of experience has proven. The raw material we use is fresh oyster mushroom, and the whole production we have here in Slovakia is certified under ISO 9001 and ISO 22000, with the HACCP system incorporated into these 2 documentations. The product ranges from kids tablets, for kids syrups, tablets for adults, or capsules for adults. We have cosmetic products, animal products, and so on. The main reason we work with beta-glucan is to activate the immune system to promote the health to patients. Beta-glucan protects against infections, viruses, bacteria, or any health problem. It has proven anti-cancer effects, and in Japan is part of an adjuvant therapy in oncological patients. And as I mentioned earlier, the products are either hard products for oral use, either capsules or tablets, with various dosage of beta-glucan and a combination of vitamins, depending on what the customer wants or what the customer needs. And there are several products orientated for kids or for small patients, which are syrups. The picture shows only 4 products, but at the moment we have over 20 different syrup products for kids with various dosage of beta-glucan, various combinations of vitamins or minerals. The last group of our finished products is a cosmetic, and all the cosmetics contain beta-glucan in concentration of 2%. And there are several products we have with different combinations of natural oils, either organic coconut oil or as the latest product which we have developed and put on the market this year, which is night cream. It has a combination of olive oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, shea butter, panthenol, and sunflower oil. The products we can offer, or the services we can offer to our customers and partners, is from the basic idea of the food supplement or the cosmetic to product development. We can provide the finished products, we can provide active ingredient, we can provide the whole development process where we can fine-tune the taste, flavor, and color of the products. We can recommend various combination of active ingredients, either being a beta-glucan or a combination of vitamins and minerals. All products are finally certified in laboratories. Analyses are performed on every batch, on every product, as per the either EU legislation or in case of customers from outside the EU, as per the local authorities. We have partners from basically all around the world. We have a big partner in Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Latvia, Norway, Sweden, Jordan Kingdom, Qatar. We are starting a cooperation in Vietnam. So the range of products and the range of partners is very big. And that's all from me. And I would like to thank all of you for listening, and have a good day.
And that brings to an end today's health pitch. On behalf of the organisers of the event, the Embassy of Slovakia in Ireland, I would like to thank most sincerely all of the participants who came on, showcased what their business was all about, and gave us some really, really important insights. We see this as a huge opportunity for our two countries to engage in trade and collaboration, in sharing of ideas that will help us all grow and thrive in a new world order. On behalf of the Embassy and everybody at Sario, we would like to sincerely thank you for your time, for your willingness to be involved, and we certainly look forward to working with you again in the near future. Thank you.
Welcome to Slovakia, a progressive European country. This growing heart of Europe has been a member of the Eurozone since 2009. Impressive countryside, great location, well-developed infrastructure, and a rich potential of ideas. Good idea, Slovakia. Slovakia has the most open economy in the EU. It is the CEE leader in bringing new technology to the host country. Its multilingual abilities, safe environment, educated workforce, and one of the best credit ratings in all of CEE make this country a great opportunity, an opportunity to expand, and an opportunity to grow. Good idea, Slovakia.